G'day YouTube, it is DrunkMonk74 here, and I am bringing you a video on teamwork, team play and Fireteam buddies, and how well it works if you play it right. So the first things first, I'm playing with a member of my platoon called Mick Oz, and as the name suggests, he's from Australia, and he's an absolutely fantastic communicator, and we played, I can't remember how many rounds, but easily 6, 7, 8 rounds, and we finished top fire team in each of those rounds. And it's not because either of us is like an exceptionally outstanding player or anything like that. A lot of it had to do just purely down to the fact that we worked as a team. We wouldn't like stray too far from each other. Sometimes if we did, it was purely for tactical reasons, to either to flank the enemy or to stop them flanking us. So yeah, thanks to Mick, it's great playing with you, dude. I can't wait to buddy up with you again, mate. But anyway, back to the video. So this first clip here, as you can see, we're not, as I said, we're not straying too far from each other. We're trying to stick fairly close together, and it's a lot easier in this round because he's playing assault. I generally play heavy gunner, so he's not moving that much faster than me right now. But right here, he gets taken out by that guy, as you can see behind that rock. So rather than me try and push a bad position, I try and move to a place where I know I'm not going to get flanked. And this is one of the areas I know is quite easy. Enemies just going to be coming from ahead of me. They're not going to be coming from either side of me. I'm alright. So I just pause there, wait for him to spawn in. He heals me up, and off we go. And the main point of this clip that I'm showing, or the main reason I put this clip in, not because we get an astounding amount of kills or anything like that. It's just purely to show you how teamwork and how working as a fire team can really help lock down an area. And right now all we've done is we've locked down this area, and this is what this is all about. So what you'll notice is that one of us goes in and the other one sits back a bit, and that's purely because we try and do what happened just then is exactly what we're trying to do. So if one of us goes in and gets picked off, the other one knows exactly where that person is, the person who took the fire team buddy out. You know exactly where he is. And again, right here, I just paused. I took some guy out, paused, wait for Mick to come in, let him re-heal me, resupply me, and we're off again. And one of the reasons it works so well is because if you do this right and you are pinning them back here, it causes them to it causes the enemy to be like rage, to come for those revenge kills. They will push up looking for you, and they'll get preoccupied with it, as they have right now. And it's not going to last forever. Mick unfortunately gets taken out here trying to do the same thing, but we held them back for a long time. We kept them occupied in that area for a long time. On this one, I'm about to dive down the right hand side, and Mick's like, no, I've got that side covered, I've got that building covered. So I was like, okay, I'll take the left. And the reason that was so important is because if Mick hadn't said to me, okay, you take the left, all these guys here, I've taken out 3 guys there. There is another one just ahead of me which I've just seen, but I get taken out. All of those guys could have quite easily flanked any of my teammates who was on centre, taking centre. And we do eventually lose centre, as you can see right now. Mick's playing point man at this point, so I'm like, okay, I'm never going to keep up with you because I'm heavy gunner, so I might as well just spawn in my Black Hawk, which I know is in a half decent position, and I'll just provide you with cover. So all I'm trying to do here is, again, I'm calling out the enemy. I cannot stress it enough. Calling, whether you know you're going to kill them or whether you don't, being able to call out the enemy, where they're coming from, what they're doing is so important. We've just taken centre. I've taken the last person out I can see. I've given him the heads up. Off you go, get out there, let's move out. And that was that. This section here, this is if I wasn't playing on a console and I had the chance to set up my PC or my laptop somewhere nearby so I could record my own comms as well, I would just shut up right now so you could hear how we were communicating, because this section, this clip here is all about communication and how we were just communicating. Again, I can't stress it enough. Whether you're going to get the kill, whether you're not going to get the kill, calling out enemy, their positions, it's so important to constantly communicate with your fire team, and that's what's happening right now. Again, I'm playing heavy gunner. Mick's now swapped out to a sniper, and he's calling out the enemies that he's seen, whether he's getting a shot off to them or not. He's calling them out, and same for me. And that is so important to try and constantly get used to communicating, because if you're not used to it, when things get tough, when you're up against a really good team or another team that's communicating constantly, you can sort of like shut down almost. You're not used to communicating, you're not used to like firing or thinking and talking at the same time. Whatever it is, a lot of people, a lot of players will tend to like not clam up, but they'll just stop talking because it doesn't feel right to them. It's not their natural reaction is to just start focusing on their gameplay. When things get tough, it's a lot easier to forget about communication. So if you can just get used to doing it all the time, even when it's easy, even when the game modes are easy and you're up, you're doing well, in the other team aren't doing so well, you're keeping them pinned back. If you can get used to communicating, then promise you, when things are tough, when things are hard, communication will still be there, and you'll find it a lot easier to communicate. This final clip, this is a final clip in the video. It's the longest clip in the video, and it's not there because we get a whole load of kills. We don't get an standard amount of kills. We both die, I think, equal amounts, whatever it is. This is all about what we're trying to do as a fire team in conjunction with the rest of our team. So we know that most of our team is right around there, right around centre sector, right in front of me now. That's generally where most of our fire team, most of our team is based. That's where they're sitting and camping out, and that's what they're trying to protect. So me and Mick were basically right. Okay, well we got. There's only basically two places the enemy can come from. We've got north. We've got centre sector. So there's only two places they can come from, which is those stairs that we're right near, and that archway straight ahead of centre, where more or less the entire rest of the team is. I went down there only because I saw we was a bit light down there. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. I get taken out, but I think the rest of my team then managed to take care of that guy and lock it down again. And one of the most important things, the other most important thing that you'll notice here when we get to it in a bit, is how we move forward. I'll go through that when we get to it. It's a lot easier to explain when the actual clip is there. But this right here, all we're trying to do is we're just trying to keep that area locked down tight for them. So Mick's behind that wall, and I'm on those stairs, and we were just trying to keep them nicely. A lot of times just trying to get them in a crossfire. Anyone gets through there, comes up there, we can try and lock them down into a crossfire, and that was the idea of what we're trying to do. But one of the things I really quickly want to say, when you're playing as a fire team or as with a team, is don't do what these guys are doing. Look at them. Don't do what those guys are doing right there, which is they're stacking themselves, and it makes it so easy for you to get kills or to be killed. They stack themselves up. As you can see, I just got a very easy triple kill there, and that didn't take any skill. It's just lobbing a grenade. There was no skill involved with that. It's just they stack themselves up like that, and it does make it so much easier for you just to get those kills. So if you can give yourself a bit of distance between your team, your fire team buddy, or the rest of your team, it just makes it so much harder for the enemy to get those multi kills. Too many players, I see it too often. Too many players will stack themselves up right next to each other, and they just make it so much easier for all of them to get taken out by a simple grenade, or a grenade launcher, or an airstrike, whatever it is. They'll just get taken out easy. The next part, the final part, the main part though, of how throughout the game we was playing. is this is the main part of what I was. So it's taken us, as you can see, quite a while just to break down that one corner. It took us quite a while. There was only 2 of us there, so it took us quite a while. Most of the rest of the team were, as you can see, focused right by the arch in front of centre sector. So it took us a while, but we eventually did it. So we're now down here. We're trying to move down the back stairs, and the reason is we're just trying to flank them. We're trying to flank the enemy and get around them. So our main way of playing right here is what we're trying to do is 1 goes, 1 sits, 1 goes, 1 sits, and that's all that happens. So again, right here you can see I don't push out around that corner. I just came down, made it a bit easier for Mick to get his resupply and reheal, and then I went around that corner. Right there, and that was my own fault. I went charging down there. I wasn't scoped up. I wasn't looking down sights. And that's one of the things about the games. One of the beautiful things about this game is that it will make you suffer if you play like a noob, which is exactly what I did just then. You know, I just went charging around the corner. I didn't check it. I wasn't scoped up. I didn't have a look. But I have communicated to Mick, right, there are people down there, so you know, we now try and clear them out before we move any further, because that again helps our team. You know, if we can clear them out, it means those guys who are in front of those arches, you know, they can push up a bit if they want to. So, and then the final part is here we are. We're just going around the back, and we're just trying to flank them around the back, get around the back of the enemy. But the main point of this whole clip was it has taken us a long time to get to this point, to be able to have broken through and punched a hole in the enemy's lines. And it's one of the things about this game is that these maps and the gameplay is all designed with that in mind. It's designed for you for you not to be able to just run around a map like a headless chicken, but it's designed for you to be working as a team, and you know, there will be choke points. These maps have been designed with choke points in mind, and you can't just go charging into them. You will have to clear them out sensibly and with teamwork. Anyway, that's me. I'm done. I'm out of here. I will catch you next time. I enjoyed it. Cheers.